Like any good menu, there are tons of options these days when it comes to restaurants, but you might be surprised to find out just how many of them have the same owner. We're not talking about restaurant chains here. You know the ones, every location emblazoned with the same name, menu, and decor. Instead, we're talking about restaurant groups. So one company that owns multiple restaurants, all with different vibes and food. Among the biggest in Calgary, the Concord Entertainment Group.
We're seeing some groups that are emerging here in Calgary with multiple stores, multiple restaurants, beautiful, different concepts that they're opening. So I suppose that maybe it is becoming a little bit more of a popular way to go.
Concord owns more than a dozen restaurants across the city, including Major Tom, Model Milk, and Bridget Bar. It's seen so much success, the group even expanded into the Toronto market.
I don't know if customers or guests are surprised at how many restaurants that we do have. I think that perhaps when I say the number 25, it does, maybe people don't realize that there's that many.
So why are they becoming more trendy? A recent report from Restaurants Canada says the industry is still struggling post-pandemic. People are spending less on dining out, so profit margins are razor thin.
It's very difficult for an independent restaurateur. If you read any of the data coming out of Restaurants Canada, they will tell you that about half or just below half of all independent restaurants are struggling to turn a profit. But when you use larger restaurant groups, they can have infrastructure behind them that will help them operate multiple restaurants.
Another big reason, buying power. Groups can get better prices by ordering in big quantities. It can also help with staff retention or keeping up with the latest restaurant trends. And if you're running a group, having multiple restaurants close to each other isn't a huge problem either.
Maybe they've got a sushi place. Well, now they can open a steakhouse right across the street. This allows them to really monopolize and dominate.
One Calgary restaurateur sees pros and cons to the group model. Tony Milarese now owns 5 restaurants in the city. He considers his business not quite a restaurant group, but getting close.
They get to take advantage of so many benefits of being that large, like too big to fail in a sense.
But at a certain scale, he says there runs a risk that everything starts to feel a little bit the same.
I can't speak for it whether it tastes the same, but I think you kind of feel like robotic.
Familiarity isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you know you like one restaurant, you might be more likely to try another one that's part of the same group. But oftentimes, if it's done right, customers won't even notice that they're eating at a restaurant that's part of a bigger company. Paula Duhatschek, CBC News, Calgary.